Live hiphopdaily.tv.
Yo, man, we back. Got that music in the background, yeah.
Make it just want to put something in the glass and just mug, you know what I mean?
Hey, man, definitely, man. So look, welcome back to the GoodHenneC show. Got the partner, the homie.
Yeah.
Fresh Ali in the building.
Ali.
Yes, sir.
Ali.
You already know.
I call him the Ice Cube of the South.
What?
MC ran to the A.
You know what I'm saying? Best believe it.
Straight up.
NWA. You know what I'm saying?
Up.
So, I'm trying to think, bro, like, when did I first meet you?
I think it had to be at Pag Lounge.
Pag, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it was at Pag Lounge. I think it was the first time I was introduced to Pag Lounge was with the homie Milestone.
Milestone, okay, yeah. Shout out to Milestone.
Do a lot out there. He invited me in on one of his sets one day.
That's what it was, yeah.
And yeah, showed some love, and then I just started, linked in from there.
Yeah, definitely, man. I just remember, like, you ever had like somebody when they get up on stage and it's kind of like, oh yeah, I probably should like learn more about this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't one of those. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, what I do over at PAG is put on for indie artists. And, when I first started, a lot of those artists that might have been like they, first, second, third, or fourth time performing.
Right.
But when Fresh got up there, it was like, oh no, he been performing quite often. He ain't new to this, you know what I'm saying? So he performed this record that I heard and I was like on some, yeah, this dude might be something special right here.
Man. Right.
Yeah,
it was the NWA record.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
great feedback from that record, man.
So
great feedback.
Walk us through that record, man. Like, explain why NWA is like so important to you and why even make a record called NWA.
It wasn't even necessarily that NWA the group, just in particular, was that impactful. It was just the whole culture from back then. But when I sat down to write the song, I like to have keep the idea of concepts alive in songs. So I like to approach hype beats with concepts. I don't really see that happening a lot. It's just you get a dope beat, so you could just freestyle and say whatever you want. But now I'm more of the let's put a concept on it, and that was just something I was playing around with. Let's take the members of the group and make it a thing, make it a record. So that was the thought process behind that, man.
Yeah,
Conceptual music.
Yeah,
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
So the NWA, your NWA, that stands for something totally different. I'm assuming.
Nah,
No.
niggas with attitude.
Okay.
The idea behind it was like I'm the one man world's most dangerous group. You know what I mean? Everything that they stood for and how they came across.
Right.
I feel like I'm that. I embody that in 2016.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You got a project floating out here somewhere?
Yeah, I got a couple projects floating
Okay.
around. Y'all check out PHRESH.com. I got a couple projects. I did one, probably one of my favorites. It was called Billy Clint. It was dedicated to the 90s. I performed a couple joints at PAG a couple times, just going over classic hip-hop joints at a time when I was looking to do a project and meeting up with producers and everybody had trap beats and everybody had the same I'm like, I can't be different. I can't stand out over these same sounding beats. Like, no matter how creative I get. So I did that tape, just jacked a bunch of 90s joints, got some good feedback. The NWA is on the EP called The 13th. One of my themes behind my Fresh Ali name. I take a lot of F words and throw the PH on it, how I spell my name. So Friday the 13th was one of them.
Yeah.
So I named the EP after that. So yeah, I got a couple projects, man.
I was gonna ask you too, man, like the origin of that, like why do the PH on everything? Where did that come from?
It was a name that I my partners used to call me Fresh. And just as making it as a name or your stage name. I just flipped it just to do something, make it a personal name. You know what I mean? Instead of the FRE. It wasn't really a big thought process theory behind that either. It was just a funky way, like Fat Farm. You know what I mean? Something that's gonna stand out, something else for people to remember.
Yeah.
And then just ran with that theme. The Jason thing was kind of just how I feel sometimes, like how I want to come across with my style and all that. Like, yo, I kill you on this mic. You know what I mean? I chase you down on this, and you know, I don't mess around. It's a scary movie dealing with me. So that was kind of the idea behind that.
I think it's dope that what you said about the trap beats.
Yeah,
you kind of feel like, you know, you can't really be. Well, I feel like I can't be as creative in the way I'm spitting it, how I'm writing it, over them beats, you know. But when I get to a boom bap beat, it's like I can do that easy, easy. So I don't know. I just thought that was dope that you feel somewhat similar to that. You know what I mean?
And, you know, there's nothing wrong with them, but I just like, in order to really express my ideas and to stand out, be an individual artist, you can't keep. It's like literally it'll sound like the same beat
over
100 times,
over,
like, bruh, like
you know what it is, right? From a producer standpoint, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all, like, what it is all the producers using the same sample pack, like the drum sample. It's the same. Like, everybody got them same drums, you know what I'm saying, and they making all the same beats.
Yeah.
And people, like, it's kind of like, I know with you, like, being an artist, like, you know, and I used to joke on you about it all the time, but I know, like, your thing is, like, when you're in creative mode, you listen to you. You don't listen to everybody else. Like, you listening to you, so you can, with that being said, when you know that you're in a certain zone, you got to block out all those distractions. Because if not, if you live in Atlanta, you're going to start sounding like Future, you're going to start sounding like Migos, you're going to start sounding like Rich Homie Quan and the laundry list of Atlanta artists. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to go in and do your own thing. You know what I mean? Create your own sound.
Yeah.
How important was that, like, for you with this push as Fresh Ali and you know, the 13th EP? And just like making a name for yourself, like not only in the Atlanta scene, but just in hip hop in general.
How important was
like just being different, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, was that,
man, that was key to me. You know, it's a lot of us out here. It's
close to the mic.
It's a lot of us out here, man. A lot of guys trying to pursue the rap thing. So it's like, like at the end of the day, what sets you apart? And it's even like, it'll break all the way down to fundamental, like, because I can rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even getting too technical with it. Like, I just feel like I say all the time, rap is one of the only games that you don't necessarily have to know how to play to be a part of the game. You know what I mean? It's like, you want to fuck around? Oh yeah, come on, get the ball. It kind of feel like that. Like, you know, they don't treat it like it's a thing where you have to be skilled. It's like, nah, you got to be nice with it to be a part of it. So, you know, that was key to me. I
want to, like, some what you just said, man. I saw that on Facebook, right? Like, somebody put up a message about when you dealing with, like, artists versus producers and DJs. So it's like, you know, back in the day, to become a producer or a DJ, it took a real life investment. Like, you had to invest in equipment. If you was a DJ, you had to buy records, you had to buy equipment. You know what I'm saying? Like, but as a rapper, all you got to do is just know how to rhyme,
show up and rap,
show up and rap. You don't have to put in the investment. So it's like, that was of course, now the technology is caught up where, like, anybody can be a producer today. Like, all you got to do is, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you got a computer, just get the software. But, you know, at the time when it was all hardware, you had to put in a real investment. And rappers didn't have to do that. So that's where you have, like, the doors open for anybody to come and do it. You know what I mean?
Internet and all that.
Anybody
can post anything.
So, you know, with that being said, everybody been talking about it because you've been promoting it heavy. We want to get into this conversation of a segment that, what do you call in this segment? You name, because you've been putting up the post, so you tell me.
The hashtag.
We're gonna call this Just Fake Deep sessions, man. Don't call it sessions in Fake Deep.
Gotcha.
Sessions. Yeah.
So you explain to me like what is Fake Deep sessions, because I've seen it and I'm confused. I'm like, what is it?
See, and then it's probably exactly what you think it is, man. It's just how we were talking about, just as having a certain talent, and certain people have that it factor, and certain people just flat out don't. It's Fake Deep is kind of the flex of me meeting rappers that look cooler as a rapper than their music actually sounds. You know what I mean? Like you got the whole persona, but it's like, oh, I'm excited to listen to your music now, and I'm going and I'm like, man, this was it. Like I met you, I thought you seemed like the man with your campaign, but that was the whole thing about that. I'm meeting a lot of Fake Deep. I'm meeting a lot of I'm a lyrical rapper. I'm meeting a lot of people who say they want, the game's missing the lyricism. Okay, so I do a lot of shows. I'm at a show. The guy who's on stage doing lyrics and lyricism and he getting people getting distracted from him and going to the bar and get a drink. But then turn up guy get on stage and it's like but then I'm sitting back like, damn, I thought y'all wanted.
That's what y'all wanted.
You know what I mean? So that's where the Fake Deep idea came from. It's like y'all ain't what y'all seem to be. And, I wanted to. My whole idea of me, Fresh Ali, is just being putting bars on top of the bounce that you used to dancing to or turning up to or feeling good to. That's me. That's what the album is. Gotcha.
So I'm hearing that, and what you're saying is like, how do you provide that balance? You know what I'm saying? Because it's one of those things that sounds easier said than done, right? So like you have your not the, quote unquote, like the trap beats or the heavier production, but what you do is you figure out a way to be as lyrical as possible over it. You know what I'm saying? So how do you find that balance? Like what do you do to really catch people's attention, where they're actually hearing your lyrics and not just dancing and having a good time because of the beat?
Right. Just with me being lyrical, that's kind of like riding a bike for me. That's gonna be the first place I go when I sit down to write a verse. It's gonna be lyrical, but then you just got to sit back and have fun with it and find the flow and find that pocket. You know what I mean? Like the homie Future might do, and just find a pocket on the beat that you ain't even know was there. Have your head nodding, and like I already got words. My brain already got words, so just kind of fuse that together, man. That's the approach I take to it.
What is lyrical in your definition?
In my definition, I think it's like at least having some integrity and respecting the ideas of like the technical aspects of rap, like wordplay and saying something clever and something thoughtful, or even it's just entertaining, not just kind of some rambling influence kind of stream of ignorance or whatever. You know what I mean? Like just be saying something. If rap consists of words and lyrics, so why not be saying something? Like, so what are you doing if your words are just empty nothings? Like, you ain't give me. Sometimes I sit back and listen to a whole song, whole joint. It's like it wasn't one rap line in it that I could walk away from. Like, oh, you heard that part when he was like, you know what I mean? I don't get that no more. Like you were saying about when the Ludacris joint came out, it ain't the same feeling.
Right.
I don't really be hearing verses no more. Like, oh, run that back. Like, I'm not getting rappers like that anymore. So that's what I'm trying to bring back. Man.
Okay.
So how do you get that feeling though? You know what I mean? Like how do you give that feeling to, like, so somebody like Hennessy who said, like, he's not really excited to hear anything new, just kind of like what you said, like how do we bring that back?
With one thing I'm big on that I think a lot of people are trying to shy away from, I still look at it as a competition. Like, how like battle rap and I'm the nicest MC, I'm the best MC, I'm gonna rock the crowd better than you did. I still look at it like that. And I think the game, with so many people into it, everybody's protecting each other's feelings, and it's like, oh nah, let my homie rock, and just looking out for each other. So it's, the quality of it is just getting compromise, and it's just getting lost in that. So, you know, that's how I approach it. I look at it like, yo, at the end of the day, they gonna be like, yo, that nigga was the best rapper, whether it was on a club joint or a whatever kind of joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just how, like a competition. I'm here to beat everybody in the competition.
So niggas is too friendly.
Yes, they are, man. They too friendly, man. You letting anybody out here get out here and rock. Now I gotta wait in the long line because it's 100 motherfuckers, you know, walking out the crowd and during the show because you got this guy who was this guy's friend, but he ain't that dope, but he just drove the crowd out the building before my set and shit. I'm not friendly like that, man. I go back to, we need to start booing people off stage again. Like,
Oh man,
like the old
man.
school, man. Hey, let them know we gotta wean it out.
So this is why, like, you know, me personally, for when I do shows, I really try to make sure I do as much screening as I possibly can, right?
Yeah.
Because you get that, like, you know what I'm saying, and this ain't no like trying to big up my shows or anything like that, but when you go around the city, you might have 20 artists on the bill, 5 of them dope. The other 15 just, you know, probably either paid to get on stage or just started rapping last week and they got homeboys who told them that they dope. But it's like, and all 15 that sound like that, they all sound alike. They all doing the same music, same songs, and it's like, man, you know, I had somebody recently perform at a show that I did, and his set was dope. And then he pulled his homeboy on stage. And they performed a record that they said that they just got finished doing. And you know, I was like, bro, why you did that? Because you had the crowd. And then you try to perform a record that you don't even know. You literally just walked out the studio and trying to make that seem like that's the cool thing. Like, man, I just did this. I just recorded this just for y'all. And you don't know the record. So you up there messing up. You stop. So it's like, you had everybody. Everybody was rocking with you. And then you left on that note and people just really, it was a look for your homeboy. And it's like, bro, like,
which wasn't really a look at the end of it.
It wasn't.
It turned everybody off.
Turned everybody off. So it's like,
yeah, you
gotta know your limitations. Really, you gotta know, like, sometimes all you need is 2 songs. That's it. Sometimes all you need, if you ain't dope,
man, it go even further back to that, man. Just be doing it for the right reason, man.
Yes.
Don't be doing it just because it seemed like the cool thing going on.
Thank you.
Want to just be flashy and, you know, like, don't do it for that, man. There's so much other stuff you could be doing, man. Some people take it serious. Some people, you know, just don't do it for the cool factor of it. It's not cool.
See, Fresh right now, he holding back. I know
Fresh,
I hold back a little bit.
It's all good.
You know, I gotta be politically correct. Sometimes I'm working on that, man.
Yeah, no, I understand. I get it. I understand completely.
Yeah.
I can tell though. And for one, you know, it's not just like I've heard your music, I've seen you perform, and I've been around you enough to know, like, you're a genuine person who really care about music. Like, you care about the music, you know what I'm saying? And so when you're that type of person that truly cares, it's hard to take the BS from people who just like doing it on some like, oh man, hey, I got to get these bills paid. This is the quickest way to get these bills paid.
Yeah, but
you know, it's like
just with the competitive thing, I just approach it even at a show or getting on a song or whatever. I just approach it like I'm gonna just blow whoever out the water. You know what I'm saying? Make them really rethink, like, what you doing? Like, yo, there's people out here doing this and doing that. Like, did you keep it up? Like, I done did, you know, you might be at like the events you put on. And they might say, anybody want to, you know, jump in the cypher? We about to do a little cypher, come spit a verse. And, you know, it get real shaky when it come down time to, like, really spit in the verse. Like, a nigga, like, spit something. All right, put a nigga on the spot. Spit something that's going to impress somebody in here. That, like, get some reaction. And it's real flaky, man. Dude,
real flaky.
I done seen the freestyles, the fumble mumbles on stage, and I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Well, with you saying that, I kind of feel like I should put some music on and let you go. What you
want to do?
Listen
man?
out.
Don't start.
Yeah.
Man.
So I got to make sure that this thing here working right, cause it's
boy.